Wig chat. Today we're going to get into the construction of wigs. Bottom line, the cost of the wigs has nothing to do with really the fibers anymore. In fact, you can even find some beautiful 100% human hair wigs. Usually when they're like $25, even for a long one, it's the cap construction is the reason. It's the cap that's labor intensive. It's the cap, the construction, the details that make the difference. And being that most wigs, the cap size is like what they refer to petite or petite average with some manufacturers. If you want to be able to order a wig and be able to return it 100% credit, you've got to order what they make, which is basically the petite or petite average size. So for those of you that may have a large circumference, and that would be anything in excess, say, of 22 or 23 inches around here, what I recommend to you when you're actually going to be buying your very first wig is that you order what they call open wefting construction. And they're cheaper, but I think they have more stretchability for you. Let me show you. This is wefting. All these openings that you see here. Do you see these strips of fabric? They are machine stitched, this whole cap. Now this cap, this particular wig does have a lace front and a monofilament top or an open top where you can kind of part it in any different direction. But today I really wanted to feature the construction of the actual cap, particularly for those of you that cannot order the petite average in most of your manufacturers. It's just too small. And if you can custom order, of course, but then you wouldn't be able to return it 100% credit. So when you do place your orders, and if your head is a large size, or even more, as I said, at 22, 23 inches, you need to make sure you buy the open wefting, not the hand tied. Now let me show you. This is the hand tied. You don't see any openings. It's one solid, is the whole cap. Now, for those of you that maybe have kind of a small circumference, these tend to fit very snug. In fact, even though I'm the petite average size, most companies, I have no problem. I find that now, from now on, I'm paying more for my wigs. I just happen to prefer the cap because it just tends to fit a little more snug than the one with the open wefting. And you see the open wefting. You see the stretching? It just has so much more stretchability. It's also cooler. It has a lot more air that would flow through. And also by the hand or by the machine stitch, it means that when you turn your head, it's going to be the fibers themselves. They're all like attached in a little roll, like so many fibers together, sewn together. Next group sewn together. So they kind of operate as one unit versus the ones that are hand stitched. Every single fiber is hand stitched. So they're going to react to wind and everything individually. What does that mean? It basically, technically, and also visually means that the machine stitched, the hand tied caps are going to look all the more natural and flow and like the gentle wind. They all individually will be kind of, you feel the wind. For those of you that may have the two different wigs, you should go out and try it or put a fan in front of you and just see how the different styles, how they fit. But that's basically the difference between the caps when it comes to the hand tied versus the machine stitched, how it impacts you and what may be best for you based upon your measurement as far as your head size here. Now also, you have to keep in mind that the more details to a cap, and that would be things like this lace front that you see here. And by lace front, it just means that this particular material is very, very delicate. It's the most delicate material on this entire wig. The second most fragile is this top part. And this is what they refer to as a monofilament top. Now, the wider the top, this means that basically you can part your hair anywhere. Now, they do have some beautiful wigs that might have a smaller area, what they call a small, like to the left or to the right, a monofilament top. Two things happen. You're able to not only part your hair there, but even when you go up and look down, you actually see your scalp, and it looks like the hair is growing out naturally. Let me show you by my fingernail. I'll put my fingernail, because it's a dark color, and you'll be able to see it through. You see through the monofilament? That would be the same as looking down and seeing your own natural scalp. And then this is the lace front. It's the same kind of a concept. You see, you can see my nails, the color right through there. So wigs are beautifully made, very different than for my generation back in the 1970s and early 80s. They're beautiful wigs. But one thing you need to keep in mind is how to really take care of your wigs as far as proper washing, what kind of combs to use, because let me share with you, this particular wig I wear at least 2 times a week. I have had it for over 2 years. They tell you that synthetic wigs only will last you maybe 6 months if you wear it every day, whatever. Listen to me carefully. In my next series of videos, and I try to keep them short so that you will watch them and stay on and learn something, is actually how to care for your wigs. Yes, I bought all the shampoos that these wig companies sold, but I found products that are actually work much differently. The products are easily purchased on Amazon. You know their names, you know what they are. I'm going to show you by using these regular shampoo type products as well as conditioner. It's going to make a huge difference in preserving your wig much longer than actually the shampoos that are specifically designed for synthetic wigs. And there's nothing wrong with using those shampoos. I'm not trying to downgrade them at all. But for me personally, using these other products, for me to have my wig that's over 2 years old, after it starts kind of, because most of my wigs are long, it starts kind of getting a little frizzy, I can shampoo it. And then with the heat-friendly wigs, I actually put my iron on it, and it's like new. To transform a 2-year wig into being like new, how long am I going to be able to wear it? How many years am I going to be able to wear this wig? So it's going to be an important thing to watch. So be mindful and do hit subscribe so that you will be notified when this next very important video comes up, and how to care for your wig so that they do last for years and not just a couple of months. Have a great day.